From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Mostly clear skies tonight with temperatures dropping through the 30s, most of us landing into the upper 20s for overnight lows. One thing we will have to watch during the pre-dawn hours will be some isolated areas of patchy freezing fog. Not a big deal from that, but there could be a couple isolated slick spots on bridges and overpasses that would be very short-lived, but I think any of that would clear up before we have school buses run or anything like that. And if it does develop at all, it will be very short-lived and isolated. So not expecting big problems. Just be aware of that if you have to travel before sunrise. Going in through tonight, we're going to be mostly clear through the overnight hours, dropping on down to the upper 20s for our overnight lows, starting with partly sunny skies to begin Friday, warming up into the 50s by the afternoon, and a couple spots could briefly hit 60 degrees by the afternoon. Clouds increasing, strong south wind tomorrow as we head into the early evening. Showers moving in, getting steadier and heavier through the late evening and overnight. Maybe a rumble of thunder, but no severe storms expected. A few more heavy showers or a rumble of thunder toward daybreak moving through the area. A few more showers into the midday. This is ahead of the big Arctic cold front at the surface. So the morning temperatures for Saturday will be our high temps into the mid to upper 50s. And then we drop into the 40s, if not the 30s by Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Best we do is near the freezing mark for Sunday. And there may be a period of time in here between Sunday morning all the way until Wednesday afternoon where nonstop daytime and nighttime we're below freezing. So with this Arctic air coming early next week, this is pipe bursting type cold if you don't drip the faucets, if you don't have your pipes protected. Also be aware of pets, livestock, the elderly, the limited mobility folks. Make sure that your friends and family are aware of the cold coming. Livestock have food to eat and shelter and fresh water. Make sure pets are brought inside if at all possible. Also check on homeless around your area if you're able to help them out. There are warming centers that open during times like this. There's shelters that open during time like this. I think early next week we will see that happening. It's not anything we've never seen before, but this type of cold, especially with single-digit wind chills coming next week, it's not something we see too often here, so we're not too acclimated to it here in the Tennessee Valley. Cross-polar flow across the North Pole and the Arctic Circle will be bringing air from Siberia into Canada the next day or two. That is shunted southward into the United States by surface high pressure over the north central plains and a big southward dip in the upper level jet stream over our area that pulls the Arctic air into the deep south. And we're talking about daytime highs early next week, well down into the 20s. Overnight lows in the low to mid-teens. Single-digit wind chills are colder, especially Monday and Tuesday. We're still watching the potential for some wintry precipitation toward the middle of next week, but models are way all over the road with that. So way more questions than answers. And if anything, the trend today with the data has been for that to stay south of our area. We'll still watch it, but the main story next week is going to be cold, not us worrying about snow and ice chances here, but we'll watch it in case that tries to change. A little bit of fog and patchy freezing fog overnight. Otherwise, mostly clear, becoming partly cloudy toward daybreak. Morning lows in the upper 20s. Knocking on the door of 60 degrees by the afternoon for our Friday with increasing clouds and breezy south winds. Rain moves in evening and the overnight again. Maybe a rumble of thunder, but no severe storms expected. Arctic air moving in Saturday afternoon and evening, and then really settles in here Sunday into the first half of next week. Again, we're talking about single-digit wind chills possible Monday and Tuesday, and then we start to ease up on the temperatures a little bit toward the second half of next week. That's Look's latest 7-day forecast. I'll be filling in for Ben Luna tomorrow morning. I'll be here at 4 a.m. with your Wake Up Weather forecast.